30% of the city's on food stamps. 30%.
That's like 1 in 3 people. Oh my gosh.
30–40%.
You nailed it. About 30%. Does that shock you at all or no?
That definitely shocks me. That's an extremely aggressively high number of people who are on food stamps.
What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. The federal government has been shut down since October 1st, and food stamp benefits for over 40 million Americans have run dry. So today, we've come to Philadelphia, where 30% of the population is on food stamps, to find out what they think about all this. Let's go talk to some people. So I'm talking about the federal government shutdown affecting people's benefits, like SNAP, for example.
SNAP, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, food stamps.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How do you feel about people not getting money in their EBT cards starting November 1st? How do you feel about it? What do you think about it, man? People running out of money for food stamps.
That's unfortunate. That sucks.
Yeah, I think it's wild, and I think it's going to cause a lot of problems.
They got to hurry up and turn them back on.
I want to say it's like 44 million people that'll be affected.
Yeah. Nationally? Yeah.
Nationally,
yeah, around that number.
Yeah, so I think that'll be really messed up.
So if you guys don't know, I think everybody knows SNAP benefits were cut off October 1st and the money officially ran out November 1st. So people have not been receiving money on their EBT cards, which are cards used to buy groceries and goods for a household. And the question posed in this video is, will people start looting? What will happen now that they don't have money on their EBT cards? Let me know what you guys think. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go.
They don't open some emergency funds up real fast so they can get the people eating.
It's really messed up, man. I think we need to get food stamps back. I feel like the people that need it most, they get it when everybody has it.
I think it's a darn shame, that's what.
You think it's a shame?
Yeah, I do, personally.
Sweet. That's pretty cool. That's
and
pretty
a lot
cool.
of people that are going to go hungry, you know?
Food is a necessity, you know what I mean? And the fact that we're like taking that away from people, that's messed up.
Well, I'm a college student. I'm in my first year, and I have EBT. And the shutdown was really worrying me. I've heard that the EBT is being refilled. Is that not happening?
They're trying to alleviate some or get some emergency funds. It's not going to be enough like nationally for everything. There's some things that Governor Shapiro's doing when it comes to food banks and all of that. But as for reloading EBT, they don't have long-term funding just yet for that, if that makes sense. What are your thoughts on all that going on?
I've worked as a social worker in public mental health for 35 years, so I'm outraged.
You're outraged, yeah.
Really, I just can't believe it, that this is, that we're in this situation with this leadership, if you want to call that.
I think it's funny that they could find money to do dumb stuff like ballrooms and just the most ridiculous dumb shit that you can think of, but when it comes to people not being able to, helping people to make their ends meet, they can't find the money for that.
Okay, so you have an EBT card.
Yeah, I do. And I'm a college student. So, and
what college
I have
you
Penn State. And I'm not able to get the meal plan through the school because I have a bunch of eating restrictions. So EBT is important for me in college. So,
do you think people are going to be starving because of this?
I mean, I already know people who are struggling in my field.
Hey, what percentage of Philly residents do you think are on food stamps?
I don't know.
A lot. That's all I can say. Quite a bit.
40%.
You want to include the people that don't need to be
percentage-wise.
on food stamps?
Yeah.
Say about 65, 70% of the city.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
I just worry about me.
In Philadelphia alone, I think it's 95% of the people that's on food stamps.
Okay.
I think it's between 90 and 95%. A lot of people on food stamps. A lot.
I'd say 13%.
13%? So it's 30% of the city's on food stamps. 30%.
That's like 1 in 3 people. Oh my gosh.
30–40%.
You nailed it. It's about 30%.
Yeah.
Does that shock you at all or no?
That definitely shocks me. That's an extremely aggressively high number of people who are on food stamps. You guys understand how high 30% is? That means if you get 3 random people on the street, just 3 people, and just walk up to them, one of them will be on these things, which is crazy because it basically means that the government, or that you kind of need the government to survive. Granted, I do want to see these statistics. Do these statistics factor in children by chance? Because that can make things a little different, because children literally cannot take care of themselves unless you have like Richie Rich or something, or, a famous kid, or like, I don't know. But children can't take care of themselves. Are they factored in this, or is it 30% of adults who are on food stamps?
In Philadelphia?
Yeah.
No.
No, I would think that it would be higher. It's bad out here.
everyone keeps guessing higher than I would have thought. So it's 30% of the entire city, right? Does that number, it obviously doesn't shock you, it doesn't sound like. Why do you think so many people in Philly are on food stamps?
Oh, man. That's a long answer, right?
It's not. It's a very bad situation. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. There are a lot of good people in this country, a lot, who are going to try to band together and, plug the flood.
Benefit money's running out.
Well,
Craziness.
they better do something before they start a riot in the city.
Do you think Philly would riot?
Yes. People was in the market in the stores talk about it. They snapping.
Are you hearing people talking about that a bunch?
They would. Yeah.
All right.
So they better do what they gotta do.
Hey, we were just talking to a lady, and she was saying that Philly's gonna riot if they don't get food stamps. What do you think?
What you think?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I think it's a possibility after a couple of weeks. Do you agree?
It's a possibility, man.
Do you think that's possible or no?
I do think that would be possible because there's a lot of people here who are lower income and who heavily depend on EBT for food for their family.
I don't think it's a very violent city. I feel like there'll definitely be protests. I feel like there will be appeals. I know people are going to speak out about what they believe in.
What do you think? You don't think so, or?
I could definitely see that happening. This is a very prideful, community-based city. There's a lot of people in here. They're the type to speak up.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not a quiet city at all. So I think they would.
Kids are gonna be hungry. People hungry now. People are hungry with assistance. No assistance? Are you crazy? It's about to go crazy. That's why I'm gonna get everything out of the way, and then I'm gonna order for the rest of my things because I'm not playing with people. I understand it, but I don't want to be in the middle of it.
Well, you guys, flavored air is quickly becoming the leading.
I will say this. I do definitely think there could be riots and stuff looting, considering how long this goes on. Because and I don't think it's because, here's my thing. If people really do depend on food stamps, and let's say the numbers are actually 30% and 30% of adults use food stamps to feed themselves and they are not getting these food stamps, people still need to eat. So they're going to try to go take food or something like that. What do you guys think, though?
Trump #1, but the government.
I think it's both sides.
You think it's both sides?
I do.
Obviously, whatever they're doing right now ain't working. So they need somebody to be put in place that can make better decisions. Because whatever's going on, this is crazy.
As far as I'm concerned, they're both at fault. It's some old Democrats that need to get their ass to moving. You got the Republicans that are really holding. They really do. The older Republicans need to go too, as far as I'm concerned.
Who are you outraged at?
So I'm outraged at pseudo populism and people who are benefiting financially, and causing pain at the same time. And that's really what we have. That's the government that's in charge right now. And I equate that with the GOP, Christian nationalism, and Trump.
We're having people that are telling us that it's Donald Trump's fault for the shutdown.
How is it Donald Trump's fault? He has a cabinet. He is just a figurehead who likes to feel important. That's why he ran again. But us intelligent people, we already know that. We know he's an so we love that about him. He didn't try to hide it.
No,
we love that.
When it comes down to blaming Donald Trump for this, do you mind if I ask why you're blaming Donald Trump for this? We have Democrats that aren't voting the continuing resolution bill that funds the government.
I think the Democrats are weak, and I don't think they have enough to come at Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a huge constituency, and a lot of people back and Democrats have nobody. They don't have nobody built to go against whatever Trump is bringing. Trump has a strong back
biceps.
Yeah, exactly. And Democrats have nobody.
I don't think at this point, if he went away, that would solve the problem. It's much bigger than that, and I think we all knew this is years in the making. But we're really in a situation where there are a lot of people profiting and enjoying other people's pain.
Basically. What do you think?
Always want to place the blame. That's what they're good at. No matter who they're placing it on, if it sounds good and they get people to be like, they rock with it. They'll run down the street without any facts, without any reality to it, or without anything except they're something that they heard. You heard that, but you're not being for real. Donald Trump only has so much power. It's checks and balances.
I think that it's going to be very bad for nutritional health long term.
Yeah, people need to remember that the shutdown is not actually Trump shutting the government down. It's an entirely different branch of government. It's the legislative branch who hasn't reopened the government. Donald Trump is the executive branch. He's the president of the United States. Even if he wanted to, he probably could, I'm not going to say manipulate, but affect the government being shut down if he wanted to. Like, he can negotiate, but he can't reopen the government. That's an entirely different branch of power.
We're not taking care of young people's brains and bodies, and that will have a devastating and lasting effect on all of our country and humanity for years to come.
At the end of his 4 years, do you think he's going to end up doing a better job than Kamala would have done?
Yes, I do not trust Kamala either. I'm not going to talk about no black woman on camera, but I voted for Trump. And I stand on that.
Who is that an issue with, where you have 30% of people in a city on food stamps? What are your thoughts about that? Or do you think it's not a problem at all?
I think it's a big problem. I think it also goes way back. It's about gentrification. So this is a very expensive city to live in. A lot of people do business here. There's a lot to profit from, but there are also people who've been here for decades and decades, and their families are here from generations to come, and it's hard to live.
Realistically, the minimum wage is 7 something. It doesn't matter how hard you push.
It's 7 in Philadelphia?
$7.25, $7.50. The wage that we would need to make it in this city and save money and everything is $43 an hour. $43 an hour.
Yeah, pretty well.
Who's making $43 an hour?
Well, maybe there's just not enough higher paying jobs like that. There are people making that much for sure, but not enough.
Not the working class. Right. Not the working class in Philly are not making $43 an hour. They're not. If you're actually like a supervisor, might be making $20 to $25 an hour.
Is that a failure in leadership that so many people are relying on, taxpayer dollars for food?
Most definitely, because they took something that was meant to be a means for a moment, temporary, and turned it into something that's a lifetime. Most definitely.
Yes, I 100% agree. I definitely 100% believe that that's a failure in leadership. And the reason I say it's a failure, and I'm so adamant that it's a failure, is because the average person who works a job pays 30% a year in taxes. So 30%, 1/3 of your check comes out specifically for taxes. And 30% of the population depends on these dollars to just survive. So some group of people are funding the other group of people. And it's just strange to me how this has been allowed to happen for so long. And I'm not blaming any group of people. I'm not blaming the people who depend or who don't depend. I'm not doing that. It's to me, we're being led. We vote people to lead us as people in the United States. It's leadership. But let me know what you guys think about this. My name is LFR Jojo.